What happens when the world's richest tech bros go off the grid to create a new civilization? This is Jesse Armstrong's Mountainhead, a satire that promises blood but mostly delivers a TED Talk. In Mountainhead, a group of hyper-rich narcissists retreat to a remote fortress in the mountains to rethink society, which mostly involves yelling at each other, citing Wikipedia as philosophy, and rediscovering indoor plumbing issues. As their egos clash and their utopia crumbles faster than a failed app launch, the film skewers tech bro messiah complexes with all the sharpness of a TED Talk. Gone horribly wrong. Imagine a world where Elon Musk, Adam Newman, and a burner camp therapist shared a bunker and nobody's allowed to leave. This is from Jesse Armstrong, who created Succession. I love Succession. I think it's probably one of the greatest shows in the modern era. And this is his first feature film after Succession. From what I've seen, this was developed from a rejected episode pitch during Succession's 4th season. It was filmed in Norway at a remote tech billionaire compound that reportedly had no Wi-Fi, which the cast was apparently delighted with. And the title, Mountainhead, like Fountainhead, refers to both the retreat's name and a character's slow descent into delusional god complex. Now, I will say, I love me a good Eat the Rich movie, and this one is very timely and relevant. Tech oligarchs, or broligarchs, we like to call them now, playing God, meddling in elections and world power. Having so much money and still they're just hungry for power. They're trying to establish a tech fascist regime, like now. Jesse Armstrong comes from the school of Armando Iannucci, which is very fast dialogue, very cutthroat. And I love Armando Iannucci. He's had a few shows on HBO and they get canceled. But if he makes another one, I will be there to watch it. Don't worry. Now, I kind of like the dynamic between the 4 characters that we're stuck with. You have Steve Carell, a delusional, visionary leader who thinks quoting Nietzsche and burning money makes him profound. Jason Schwartzman as Hugo Super Van Yolk, a startup bro who made billions on a soup delivery app and now thinks he's a philosopher king. Cory Michael Smith as Venus Van Parrish, a smug futurist with a god complex. Wears turtlenecks even during a meltdown. And Ramy Youssef as Jeff Dazzy, the one semi-grounded guy, which means he's constantly ignored. And the performances were great. I mean, I thought they were very good, especially Steve Carell. He's a great actor. And I like the biting dialogue between every character and the different power dynamics, because you have Jason Schwartzman character, he's not even a billionaire yet, and everyone else is, so he's trying to get pushed over the edge. And then Steve Carell is the old guard, but they find out during the trip that Ramy Youssef's character is a bigger billionaire than he is, which hurts egos, of course. And it's small scale, and I like small scale movies like this. It's like a play. But man, there's a whole lot holding this movie back. So you get hints of something interesting that's about to happen, like they notice they don't have running water. And you think, someone's attacking the water supply, but nothing really comes of it. And it seems like it's teasing more interesting things, but maybe it has something to do with these guys contemplating how to rule the world, but not even knowing how to fix a basic plumbing issue. That first half is just, holy shit, it is slow. Like, I was watching this with my wife, and she just had to give up on it. And she loves Succession along with me. So the world is falling apart, and they're in this pristine house in the mountains by themselves, all 4 of them. And everything is falling apart outside of them. Like in other countries, there's wars going on because of the AI that was created. And basically, they're wanting to shut down grids to other countries. They're contemplating all this. And I get it, but I feel like the movie just hits you over the head with this message while kind of boring you at the same time. But in the middle, it starts to get a little interesting because the Ramy Youssef character has an app that's like guardrails against AI, and Cory Michael Smith's character is wanting to buy his company, but he's refusing to sell to him. And there's an interesting dynamic going on. It kind of turns into a little bit of a thriller. It goes a little dark. Okay, this is getting interesting. But really, what leads to the third act is pretty disappointing and falls kind of flat. It's strange. I feel like this should have been a mini-series or something, because it felt like there was something missing from this. And, like I said before, it seems like this might be like a leftover idea for a Succession episode, but stretched to like an hour and a half, and it just does not work. The third act kind of fizzles out, and like there's a lack of like meaningful stakes after that. It's basically like a TED Talk X inside a bottle episode of Succession. It's strange. It's frustrating and strange. But overall, I'd probably give it a 2.5 out of 5. I get the message of what this Mountainhead is trying to deliver, and I actually agree with it, but it doesn't make for a great movie or even like a great satire. It's frustratingly slow, then amps up, then kind of flounders again in the end. Man, I love me some Eat the Rich stories and movies, but I would by far recommend something like Triangle of Sadness over Mountainhead. I'm patient, I like slow burns, and I got a few chuckles from it, but there's a lot missing, and it should have been great.
This is a terrifying experience, and I don't know that I'll ever recover.
But did you see Mountainhead? What did you think of it? Let me know down in the comments below. Are you a fan of Succession? Let me know, because I'm a fan of Succession too, and I kind of missed the show. Appease the algorithm god, smash that like button like a billionaire smashing public infrastructure. Subscribe if you're into cult hits and atomic flicks and the slow collapse of tech utopias. And if you're feeling generous, click the playlist link below for more movie reviews. And I'll see you later. Bye.